How do you handle the personal emotions of feeling always cynical of company, governments, media motives, and being branded a conspiracy theorist? A great question after I just ranted on about the cerveza sickness and how insane these lockdowns are, forcing people to wear masks when they're outside 300 yards away from the nearest person, and then forcing them to wear a mask when they're not wearing a mask. Listen, I'm on the plane coming back, and this mask that they gave me, it doesn't, I've got a big head. I'm like Beavis and Butthead. My head's like 10 times bigger than my entire torso. So the mask doesn't fit it doesn't go all the way up my nose. I've got to jam it up my chin like this, right? So when I'm sitting there trying to sleep on the plane all the way back, the thing just gradually comes down to where it's like right here. I sleep for 5 minutes every single time. The stewardess gal knocks me on the shoulder. Sir, put it over your nose, put it over your nose. Meanwhile, the guy right next to me isn't wearing a mask the entire trip because he's downing shots of vodka the whole time. So tell me how that makes sense. On any planet, it doesn't make any sense. That's the bottom line. They're just trying to condition you to not think for yourself. Regardless of how great you think masks are, at no point can any rational human being say that one person should have one over their nose while the other guy's downing shots of vodka with no mask the whole flight. Or while you're sitting at a dinner table, you're somehow immune to the cerveza sickness, but oh my gosh, when you stand up and walk to the bathroom, now you can transmit it to the whole restaurant. No one can argue for that on any rational basis, no matter how epic or how awesome you think masks are. Jeez. All right. So how do I handle the emotions? I don't know. I mean, one thing that helps is just being able to do these whiteboard videos, because then it lets me argue my side of it. And so, you can sit there and call me a conspiracy theorist or say that I'm fear mongering because I say that the U.S. economy is completely unsustainable and it's built on a foundation of sand. Now, if I just come out and say that, well, I'm not really backing it up with any facts. It's just kind of my opinion. And I don't like to do that. But when I go through a half-hour whiteboard video, when I go through a whiteboard video like this, where I've got everything up on the board and I walk through it, I go through the charts, I go through the data, I go through the facts, and I'm not just out there saying, hey, I think the U.S. economy is a house of cards. I'm not just saying that. I'm showing you step by step why I think that. And then it helps me kind of argue my position and get it off my chest. So if I do have people like the BBC or Klaus or Bigglesworth or whatever that tries to throw me under the bus, or the trolls on Twitter, I don't care. I don't care, because the only thing they ever do is they just attack me. They never attack my ideas, ever. You notice if you're in the comments of my YouTube videos, and I don't get the chance to read too many of them, but every once in a while I'll read one where there's a troll guy in there, like the MMT troll guy or the socialist troll guy, and they're sitting there and they say, oh, George, you're wrong. I always respond by saying, tell me specifically what was wrong about that video. Don't just blanket statement you're wrong. That doesn't do anything. You didn't even have to watch the video to write that comment. Tell me specifically where I'm wrong, and then tell me the facts that back up your position. But you see, none of the troll guys do that. Ever. The BBC doesn't do that. Klaus doesn't do that. Bigglesworth, they never do it. Never. Why? Because they don't have facts. All they have are feelings. It goes back to this whole stupid mask thing. But yeah, anyway, sometimes it's just therapeutic for me to get out there. I really enjoy the whiteboard videos and kind of arguing my position and stance on things. And I like talking to people about it. And I even like talking to people that disagree with me. Let's not forget, that's what the troll guys forget as well, that I talked to Richard Wolff, who actually I really like Richard. He's a cool dude. He was really nice to me back and forth on emails. And, he's a very famous Marxist, and I'd love to talk to Richard again. I like to talk to anyone who's just intellectually curious and also intellectually honest, because someone like Richard, he might not agree with me, but he's going to tell me why he doesn't agree with me, and specifically, and then he's going to give me his data points. He's not just going to be like troll guy, come out and say, oh, you're wrong. Oh, you're a tinfoil hat. You know, that doesn't do anybody any good. You can tell those people aren't intellectually honest at all. They've got some political narrative that's been beaten into their head for the last 45 years, and they're just going to regurgitate it just like a zombie lemming walking off the cliff.